Kedron,
I'm Chastity.
and it's the continuation of the inevitable defeat of Mr. and Pete. Is this the defeat of Pete?
Gloria picks Mr. up from Riverview, but Mr. doesn't want to leave Pete behind.
Mr. and Pete been through a lot of things throughout the summer, and Mr. sees Pete as a brother.
Mr. and Gloria cannot get Pete out of Riverview because Gloria isn't his biological mother.
The lady at Riverview told Gloria that she cannot get Pete out because she is not his real mother.
Mr. tells his mom that they should go and find Pete's mother.
Mr. doesn't want to leave Pete there by himself to defend himself on his own, so he tells his mother that they should go find Pete's mother.
They search for 2 weeks and can't find anything.
They look up and down streets, and Pete's mother was nowhere to be found.
Mr. and Gloria goes back to Riverview to tell Pete they couldn't find her.
Mr. believed that it was time to tell Pete that his mother was nowhere to be found.
Pete tells them about his grandmother's house and tells them to look there.
Pete and his mother always goes to his grandparents' house when they are in trouble to get away, so he tells them to look there.
They get there and find the house broken in and grandparents missing.
When Gloria and Mr. got there, they found windows broke and doors broken in and wondered what was going on.
Mr. finds Pete's mom on the floor dead with the gun nearby.
As Gloria and Mr. walks in, Mr. walks around to find Pete's mother on the ground with blood puddles everywhere and a gun nearby.
They go back to tell Pete about what they saw. Mr. tells him alone days after Pete ended up missing.
When Mr. gets back to Riverview to tell Pete that they cannot find his mother and mention that he saw her dead on the floor with a gun, Pete runs off and cries, and days later, Pete ends up missing, nowhere to be found.